Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing, so y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, before I get to the Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson fight, right? I'm gonna say a little something. Basically it's about Alexander Usyk. Sometimes people, criticize Alexander Usyk's opponents over the years, and that for me is ludicrous. I would always say, the guy went to Berlin to beat Marco Huck, which is he's a legend in the cruiserweight division, then goes to Latvia to beat Brightis, then goes to Russia to beat Mario Gassiev, the undefeated Mario Gassiev at the time. And Mario Gassiev is still handling his business. He just knocks out Kubrat Pulev in the WBA regular heavyweight title match. And Kubrat Pulev, although he's 44, Kubrat Pulev is a very confident person, and I think his confidence is there. He's a very good boxer, very good outboxer, very good technical boxer, and only lost 2 times, I think it was, in his career, and only to Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko, and you can do that. So Kubrat Pulev, even though he's 44, is still a formidable opponent, and he was winning the fight until round 6. He got hit by that patented, I would say at this point, left hook from Mario Gassiev. And, so basically Mario Gassiev is handling his business even in the heavyweight division now. And, that's somebody that, Alexander Usyk, the legend, has already beat. So, just another feather in his cap, because Gassiev is not an easy person to beat. You probably can outpoint Gassiev for a while, but to stay away from that power the whole fight is an issue. It is an issue, as we just seen. Check that left hook out that he knocked out Kubrat Pulev with. And Kubrat Pulev, I would have to say, has a chin. But let me just move up to the Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez saga, I would have to say right now, because here we are, everybody's got a good fight, and all I'm hearing is complaining. I've already done a video about it. We're always complaining, about the fight, how it's going to play out. Both of these guys are boring, That's the reason. Because of people like that, the casual fan, and the people who know boxing that caters to the casual fan. That's the reason in all sports, there's no defense played. Have you ever seen what a defensive back in the NFL, football, what he can really do? He's sticking a guy who runs a 4.3 40 and can't do nothing with him. A quarterback can stand in the pocket, you can barely touch him. And we compare them to quarterbacks back in the 80s, like Joe Montana, who had to stay in the pocket. Even Lawrence Taylor tell you, Tom Brady can't mess with no Joe Montana, because Montana had to stay in the pocket and take those hits, right? Basketball players, you can't do nothing. Everybody's shooting 3-point shots right now. They're just taking the defense out of these sports. So here we have a fighter who is defensively probably the best in the sport, and Shakur Stevenson, a counterpuncher in Teofimo Lopez. But both of these guys hover in the top 10 of boxing, right? And the winner of this fight will probably make the top 5. If it's Shakur will probably be number 5 pound for pound. If it's Teo, they probably put him about number 6 or 7. Right? This is what's up, because, Teofimo has had a couple of losses and a couple of close fights and stuff like that. But everybody in boxing knows how good Shakur Stevenson is. So Teo will get all the credit in the world for beating him. Then you have the element of the little racist rants that Teofimo Lopez has had. You got a lot of people that don't like Shakur Stevenson. They call him that animal, the raccoon and stuff like that, because he's had a couple of things. And I can remember, I'm just not going to mention him. I remember one time about 2 years ago, he got one of my favorite uploaders, and who was also just trying to educate people, right? And was trying to give him some game, and he went in on him, had a lot of energy for somebody that's trying to give him some game, and I didn't appreciate that, right? But I'm an older guy. I'm like, okay, this young dude, man, just don't know. He's living in New Russia, gets New Russian propaganda all the time, and try to cater to the New Russians. You know, he'll learn one day when his kids come home and start acting like that. Then he'll probably learn. But at the end of the day, guys, this fight is significant. And sometimes significance is all you need in a fight. Right? Significance is all you need in a fight. You know, it doesn't matter how exciting it's going to be. You know, it might be exciting and it might not be exciting, but it's significant. So that means every round means something. You know what I'm saying? Every punch means something. We sitting here complaining about a fight that's just damn significant. It makes no sense. It's like we don't want to see somebody get in something significant. You know what I'm saying? And I done told you, especially when it comes to fighters of color, guys, we don't want them to get in significant fights because of what the possibility is afterwards. You didn't want Demetrius Andrade to fight Canelo Alvarez for undisputed in the middleweight division because you knew who was going to become undisputed in the middleweight division. We can't give him the opportunity to be undisputed in the middleweight division, right? So we just don't have it. And the whole industry just acts like they didn't see Canelo avoid this guy. Now, Canelo's manager, Eric Gomez, told you we avoided these kind of people. Top Rank told you, hey, we ain't trying to have nobody fight black fighters. NBF, no black fighters on the chalkboard. Now we wonder why Terrence Crawford is straight up being a man about stuff, letting these people know what time it is with them. Because he's been avoided. They kept Pacquiao from him. Because if he beats and whitewashes Pacquiao 10 years ago, we ain't sitting here talking too much smack. He's already famous. So we keep these significant fights away from brothers. So brothers, this is a significant fight, right? Shakur Stevenson, I know it's some fighters that he said, oh, he should fight him, he should fight him, he should fight him. No, all these people that the industry is saying is so great, he's going after. I can see it. You know what I'm saying? I know what he's up to. So, oh, y'all keep saying Teofimo Lopez is so awesome. Let me go up and beat him. Say somebody else that's not that awesome is awesome, and I'm gonna go beat him. I'll get around to these other guys, the Fosters of the world, and whatever else everybody's saying that he ain't trying to fight. Right? Right now he's taking care of business and getting a significant fight, and a lot of people pissed off about it because it's significant. Right? Regardless of what you think about it, it's significant. And every time, let's stop being casual fans and stop acting like we don't like defense. And not only boxing, in all sports. I've been watching basketball decades. And now it pisses me off because everybody can play it. Everybody can shoot 3 points, especially when they're not contested. Every wide receiver who don't have to be scared about going in the middle with them linebackers gonna catch a slant pass going into a post pattern going into the middle. You right? Back in the 80s, you gonna get Tyrannosaurus Rex syndrome going in the middle, messing with the Lawrence Taylors, the Mike Singletons, Jack Lamberts and Hams and all of that of the world. You're not going in there catching them damn balls. Right? Ronnie Lott's, you know, Jack Tatum's and that kind of stuff. Mel Blunt's. You're not going in there catching that. And if you do, you know you're going to get popped, and it's not going to be some kind of penalty. You know, excessive this and excessive that. So it's a whole different ball game. We still like defense, and even in boxing. So if we get a technical match, then it is what it is. But it's two of the top 10 pound-for-pound fighters about to square off in a significant technical fight. If that's what it ends up being, then so be it. But it's the boxing at the highest niveau. Brawling, you'll get to that, go to the goddamn bar. Doma Sports Talk. Worldwide. And I got things to do. I'm up out of here.